Hello, all you glorious people of the world. Chelsea-Chee here, back once again with Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. In the last one, we defeated the Love Arena, and she dropped this data ROM. Here, may I see that? She handed the data ROM to Crane. This may be something important. We'll take it back and analyze it. So, let's go ahead and head back. Thanks to you, Chee, I was able to return safe and sound. Sincerely, thank you. Though it was a horrible ordeal, I learned a few things when I was in that desert lab. First and foremost, Cypher hasn't disappeared. The fact that they're still around is alarming. Worse, they're making more Shadow Pokemon again. And worst of all, they're trying to create the ultimate Shadow Pokemon, one that's impossible to purify. Cypher must be plotting world domination using Shadow Pokemon as their weapons again. To counter Cypher's new Shadow Pokemon conspiracy? What? Director! Lily! We did it! The Purify Chamber is finally complete! Oh my! Oh, what fantastic timing! It's finally finished! Lily, thank you. Thank you for pulling everyone together so capably in my absence. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's all go have a look at the Purify Chamber. Let's. As we all slowly walk out. Okay, I guess let's go have a look at the Purify Chamber. Hello? Okay. Take a good look, Chee. This is the Purify Chamber. Chee, your father and I designed it 5 years ago when we were motivated by the Shadow incident. If evildoers were to create Shadow Pokemon again, we wanted to be able to save them ourselves. Chee, your father believed that passionately. To honor your father's wish, I put together our Pokemon HQ lab. Chee, if your father were here, I'm sure that he would be delighted. While I was gone, everyone seems to have rallied around Lily and made things happen. Okay, Chee, we'll have you lead the way. The glorious history of the Purify Chamber will begin with you. But first, if you would be so kind as to briefly explain how the Purify Chamber works. Certainly. Okay, Chee, listen closely. The Purify Chamber is a facility in which Shadow Pokemon undergo purification through contact with regular Pokemon. Purification is conducted on what we call a set. This is where a Shadow Pokemon comes into contact with regular Pokemon. In the center of a set, one Shadow Pokemon is placed. Up to 4 regular Pokemon can be placed around the Shadow Pokemon. We have 9 of those sets here. That means we can efficiently purify up to 9 Shadow Pokemon at the same time. There is one thing you need to be careful about. Purification won't proceed if you place only a single Shadow Pokemon on a set. Purification can only happen if there is at least 1 regular Pokemon on a set with a Shadow Pokemon. The number of regular Pokemon placed with a Shadow Pokemon and their compatibility are key points. First, the number of regular Pokemon. The more regular Pokemon you place with a Shadow Pokemon, the quicker purification is. Next, the compatibility of Pokemon. Compatibility depends on the types of the Pokemon involved and the directions they face. By adjusting these factors, you'll likely see differences in purification speeds. If you need details, I'll be happy to explain later, but right now I'd like you to check the sets out. The Purify Chamber status is on standby. System status is good to go. Step onto that circular plate. A holographic image of the Pokemon involved in purification will appear. Well, it would if there were actually some Pokemon on the sets. When you're checking the hologram, you can zoom to individual sets. At any selected set, you can configure things as you see fit. A control panel will appear for you to pick the Pokemon you want to place on the selected set, position them, and so on. If you bring some Pokemon, Chee, you can place them on sets. Don't worry, you'll figure it out when you actually try it. We'll also be around to provide advice if you need it. First, check the hologram, please. Okay, so this was a lot of information. So, let's go into the Purify Chamber, and hopefully I'll be able to explain it a lot easier. So, here's where we would see a Pokemon. I'm gonna go ahead and edit it. And I want to see, actually, if I can place this one. Okay, so I need to have a regular Pokemon. So, you would see this, and we can purify. So with A, we'll press the Purify button. And bam! C-Dot has opened its heart. Bum bum bum! And this is the short, and I'll show you about when we're actually trying to purify Shadow Pokemon. But let's get through all the ones that need to be purified first. So C-Dot regained the move Giga Drain, and it also got back Refresh. And then C-Dot's gonna level up a whole bunch. Or just once. Oh! C-Dot's evolving! Oh my goodness. I didn't see this happening. C-Dot is now a Nuzleaf. Yay! And then of course they get a ribbon. Oh, they're gonna drop me back off. How did you find the Purify Chamber? Using this system, it's possible to purify many Shadow Pokemon at the same time. Oh, also, you can access the Purify Chamber from any PC. Be sure to try that feature. Now, the issue is how Shadow Pokemon should be recovered from Cypher. It looks as if you'll have to get busy some more with the snag machine, Chi. Is that it? Okay, can I go back? Okay, so let me have them all set up, and then we'll go through purifying them all. Okay, so let's get to purifying, you guys. We got 5 Pokemon left. And we'll be seeing this cutscene a lot. Hooray! Gulpin got back Shockwave and Sing. And a ribbon. Now, I'm not going to be using any of these Pokemon. Yes, I would like to switch that. But, like I've been mentioning, if there's any of these that you would like me to put into my party, I can always go back later and give them a nickname with the name Raider. Mareep. Let's see what you get back. Mareep. Body Slam. And you have Heal Bell. Oh, looks like Mareep is also evolved. Oh, Mareep evolved into Flaffy. So cute. And then that's it. Yay, got a ribbon. No nickname. Yes, yes. Going to ask that every time. Ball Toy is next. Rock Tomb. And you also get back Refresh. Everyone's level 18. Yes, yes. We've got Seal left, and then we've got Spinrack. Let's see what Steel relearns. Aurora Beam. And Charm. Oh, Seal gets 2 levels. Body Slam. Sure, why not? Get rid of Charm. Okay, blah blah blah. And our final one. When I first played this game, I thought, okay, this is really cool, because I can have, you know, 9 Pokemon go in at once. But what I thought was, once it was ready to open its heart, I thought I still had to take it back to Agate Village. Because you can access this stuff from the PC, but in order to purify the Pokemon in the Purify Chamber, I missed the first move. Sorry about that, guys. You have to come back here to the HQ lab and do it in person with the little hologram. You can't do it from the PC, which I always thought you could. Okay. Back in we go. Basically. Okay. So let's fix some things. First, I need my Pokemon back. And we're actually going to put Delcatty on our team. I like Delcatty. I always do that. Now I'm gonna take all these Pokemon off. I always do that! I always press B instead of Z to go back. Okay. So let's do Numel first, for example. Okay, so your Shadow Pokemon goes in the middle. The way it works is whatever the Shadow Pokemon is strong against, whatever is most effective, super effective, we need to stick that. So Numel is fire, we need to have a grass type. Or, oh gosh darn it. So, we have Nuzleaf. So let's go ahead and put Nuzleaf. So see how the line between Numel and Nuzleaf is white. That's the strongest as you can get. However, the line going around is like this really dull blue because Nuzleaf is not super effective against himself. So we need to find something that is super effective against Nuzleaf, or Nuzleaf is good for. So we could do water, I guess. So, whoops. Here I am missing it. So this is good because it's a good system around because ice is super effective against grass. Grass is super effective against water. So we could just leave it at that, and we could add 2 more Pokemon. I don't have that many Pokemon right now, so we're just gonna leave it at 2 for right now. Because I've still got Carvanha and I've got Shroomish that need to be purified. So Carvanha is water. Carvanha is good to be good against the fire type. We don't have a fire type. He's also going to be good against the psychic type because he's dark. Ground and psychic. Let's see. He's going to be good against poison. and see how, because poison isn't good against psychic or ground, so that's why that side isn't as strong. But we're gonna leave it like that for right now. Shroomish. Shroomish is grass. And see, here's at the part where we don't really have anything. So we'll probably just have to put something for Shroomish right now. So, actually, both of these are bad choices. So we'll just stick with that for right now. And as you can see, the flow changes. Like, this flow isn't very good because I don't have a good matchup between my shadow Pokemon and the first Pokemon. But that's as much as I can do right now. So we will fix that later. And I guess the last thing I need to do is to fix this. Whoops. Alright. Oh boy. That took most of the video. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be going after this, but... There we go. I guess I just had to wait. Oh, speaking of Cypher, Lily, have you made any progress with that data ROM we brought back from Cypher's lab? Oh yes, I asked Dayton to analyze the contents of that data ROM. It should be ready soon. Chee, could you go upstairs and ask Dayton how he's doing? Dayton is the man in the room next to the director's office, remember? He was compiling the basic data. Big Brother's tired, so Jovi will go. Oh, Jovi, it's okay. This is for work. Well, Jovi's going anyways. Ha ha ha. Seeing Jovi and her boundless energy makes me realize I'm back home. Anyway, I wonder what's on that data ROM. Oh, Jovi, there's no stopping you. Please, Chee, go ask Dayton how he's doing in his office upstairs. So, let's go do that, I guess so. Hey, what's up, lady? Wow, Chee, I heard. You've done amazing things. You're putting even grown-ups to shame. I might become your fan. If I'm ever kidnapped, promise me that you'll come save me. She always says different stuff, so I like talking to the receptionist. Okay, to Dayton. Jovi? Oh, isn't Dayton the man who's always fooling around with his computer here? This is strange. Jovi wonders where he went. Me too, because of course it couldn't be very easy. So now we gotta search for him. Hello? Of course, I don't remember where he's at. Oh, there he is. Whoa, I'm sorry, Professor. I couldn't decipher it. Huh? Oh, it's you, Chee. You scared me half to death. That data ROM is heavily protected like a bank vault. It would take a seriously talented guy to break through and get at the contents. A seriously talented guy, you say? Whoa, Professor, I'm terribly sorry. Ha ha ha, it can't be helped. And if it's a seriously talented guy we need, Well, I think I may have a solution. Who would that person be? Chee, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but can you deliver the data ROM to OMBS in Pyrite Town? Dayton, hand the data ROM to Chee, please. Oh my god, too many D's. Oh, right away. Chee received the data ROM from Dayton. OMBS is known as a TV network, but they're much more than that. The people that later founded OMBS were actually instrumental in breaking Cypher's conspiracy 5 years ago. Please deliver that data ROM to Net at OMBS. He's the right-hand man to Sec, OMBS's leader. I'm confident that he will be able to get at the contents of that data ROM. Pyrite is past Agate. It's quite far, so be careful when you're traveling out that way. So that's where we need to go next, which is what I was waiting on. So in the next video, we will go to Pyrite Town. Now we only have one we have one Shadow Pokemon with us. We have 3 that are in the Purification Chamber getting purified. So we have made some really good progress, you guys. We've kind of finished the first kind of section of it. They're like split. I like to split them into sections. There's the Kidnap Professor with that HQ, and then there's this section we're coming on, which is Pyrite. And then there's like 1, 2, 3 more I would categorize it as. They consistently get a little bit longer each time. Obviously, that's how the video game works. Anyways, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. As you can see, I so far am doing my 100% completion of all the Shadow Pokemon. I've captured every Shadow Pokemon I've come across, but this was kind of like the easy Shadow Pokemon part. They're going to get a lot more difficult, let's say. Maybe not in Pyrite, but when we finish Pyrite, the next step for sure is going to be difficult. Anyways, as always, be sure to like, comment, share, and even subscribe, and I will see all of you guys next time. Bye!